What is going on, guys? TalkNorwichCity here, back for a Southampton preview. Once again, joined with Freddie from the ugly inside. Of course, this Wednesday's match. Freddie, how you doing, mate?
Not too bad, mate. I'm feeling good, but I think the result over Liverpool was a bit of paper over the cracks recently.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about that. Obviously, Nathan Redmond getting the goal. He didn't feature against us first time round. Will he feature in the next game? I think he's still the big talking point for Norwich City fans.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Redmond's definitely within a shout. Obviously, with Buffal out injured, was originally at the African Cup of Nations, since picked up an injury and then come back. So we've really only got 2 or 3 wingers to choose from, with Tadic or Redmond, and we've got the young lad Josh Sims who can come in. And you can also go saying in the same breath as sort of like Lloyd Isgrove, but he played in the under-23s today, so I don't expect him to be in the squad at all. So it's probably going to be Redmond and Tadic up top. We saw a much changed team in the first encounter at Carrow Road. Redmond didn't really have much of a say in that game, and I think it's going to be a similar story this time. And I think Puel's going to keep his faith with the rotation and keep his faith with the youth that played in the last game.
Yeah, I mean, looking back to that last game, that of course meant the replay was happening, a 2-2 draw. You guys took the lead on both occasions. Were you slightly disappointed that you weren't able to kill the game off against us, who are struggling in the Championship at the moment?
Definitely. I think that's been typical of our season. Sort of a mirror, actually, of our season, because we've been controlling games, but we've not been doing anything clinical up top. And it's I don't know how to describe it, to say that our 2 best centre forwards are our centre backs at the moment, Yoshida and Van Dijk. I mean, it's like we said 2 weeks ago. It's hard to see where the goals are coming from. Nothing's changed, despite the win in the EFL Cup on last week. It was a great momentum. We thought it was going to take momentum into the Burnley game, but again, that was another game typical of our season, controlling the game, not doing anything with it, and then we're punished by a goal which the only time that we retaliate is when we go down. So it's a bit harsh for us to go down 2-2 at your place, but I'm hoping for a reaction this time around to keep the lead.
Yeah, do you think that win over Liverpool in the Cup was almost lessened your chances in this Cup competition? Because you've already played a hell of a lot of games this season with Europe and the League, and now you've got another game that you weren't expecting, and you've got a great chance of progressing onwards in the Cup against Liverpool. So do you think now it goes even lower down in your priority list?
Well, I speak to any Saints fans. Actually, at the beginning of the season, a lot of us, we put the question out there, said, which would you prefer? Would you prefer a high league finish or a cup run? And it looks like a lot of people have said would prefer a cup run. And with these cups this season, the squad has been stretched massively. I don't think we've got enough depth in the team to compete in all 4 competitions.
Yeah.
We like to think that we do, but I think the bottom line is that we don't have enough star quality in the team. For example, you can look on Tadic and Redmond, they can have good games once in every 12, for example. But Van Dijk has been our outstanding player this season. So with this game, it's needing even more fixtures in a busy January period at the moment. So it comes in between the 2 EFL Cup games. So what I'm expecting is that I don't think he's going to field a full strength team, but he will still want to win the game because we want to progress. And a home tie to Arsenal in the next round is what we're looking for.
Yeah, definitely. That was the big draw, obviously, wasn't it? A home tie against Arsenal. You're going to pull good sort of gate receipts through. So I suppose the last thing, let's keep it short and snappy. A midweek game. It's going to be very cold down at your place, I imagine. Let's get your score prediction in.
I think it's going to be, I said this in the last game, but I said it's going to be really tight, but it's not going to get anywhere near. But my heart says I think we're going to win maybe 1-0, and it's probably ironically going to be Van Dijk to score again.
Yeah, his finish was fantastic last game. If you want us to check out my score prediction, head over to the Ugly Inside where you can check out an opposition preview I've done. Speaking all about Norwich City, I doubt you guys really want to hear me moaning even more about our club. But in case you do want to put yourselves through that misery, check over the Ugly Inside. Links in the description. Thanks very much for watching. See you later. Once upon a time, a fairy tale.